All right, we'd like to welcome everyone out. We're calling this meeting to order, and we'll begin with our Pledge of Allegiance with Commissioner Terry.
For sure, Kelly.
I just asked you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Continues to be. I'm having a moment. Rolling today. Ready?
Oh, yeah.
Commissioner Bueller. Here. Commissioner Day.
Here.
Commissioner Hewitt.
Here.
Commissioner Rubes.
Here.
Commissioner Robertson.
Here.
Commissioner Spica. Here. Commissioner Terry.
Here. Thank you. Okay, so approval for the minutes of November 17, 2025. I was not here, and I read through them, and the content looked really good. Like, I understood everything.
Perfect. That's
But
great.
there's 3 misspelled if you want that.
Yep.
And then 2 of them are circled, and the other one I could not find, so.
Okay.
Not ready. In the moment, I knew it was there, but that's very, very minimal. Everything else looks really good. There are no courtesies, no proclamations. We're going to begin with the board and Commissioner Robertson. Do you have
Nothing to report.
nothing to report? Commissioner Hewitt?
No, we meet Wednesday.
Commissioner Rubes?
Nothing to report.
Commissioner Spica?
Nothing to report.
Commissioner Bueller?
I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to be a bad commissioner today. The library did meet on Wednesday the 19th. I have not had a moment to prepare that, and I did not bring those materials as they are in the binder that is in my house. So I will talk about the library meeting next meeting.
Perfect. Awesome. Commissioner Terry?
Okay, I attended the Central Montana Foundation meeting, which was on November 25th. And business as usual, the biggest things were board appointments. Jennifer Whedon went off the board. She's been on a very long time and was part of the scholarship committee, but she was replaced by Carly Knox. And then 2 permanent endowment applications came through and were approved. One was for the Central Montana Medical Center Rehabilitation Services, and the other one, finally, was for the Lewistown Soccer Club. So now they both started their permanent endowments. And then we did do a grant request for Central Montana Spirit of Christmas in the amount of $3,000. We will not be having a meeting in December, and it was my final meeting as the Central Montana Foundation. I really enjoyed that as being appointed as a commissioner, so I told them that they would be getting somebody new, may have name dropped somebody, but anyway, so that's the report there.
Thank you. And then for Park and Recs Department, we will be meeting this Wednesday, the first Wednesday of the month at 7 p.m. at the Civic Center for anyone who's interested in attending that. And then I will report at our next meeting on that meeting that we have this week. City manager report.
Yes, so I didn't print it out, so I'll read from my computer. So we did have an officer recently graduate the Montana Law Enforcement Academy. That is Officer Carlisle. We do still have police officer and dispatch positions, though they are working on getting a testing time lined up. So if you know people that may be interested in taking on a position with the police department, please have them get a hold of the police department right away so that they can get their applications in time. This year for Christmas, we will be closed December 24th and 25th. The offices will be open on December 26th, though, which is the Friday following. So just a reminder there, again, we passed a resolution a couple years back. At the first meeting of the new year, we appoint the new commissioners to the boards. We'll get that out. I'll probably email it ahead of time, but for sure definitely include it in the packet. So obviously there'll be different spots available. So if you're thinking about a new board or have some interest, please reach out to either the commissioner that's currently on that board and find out more about it, or myself or Nikki can help you with any inquiries you have there. Last weekend, the Hockey Association was able to make ice. And so the ice rink was in use on Sunday. They got right on it. It's a great opportunity for the community to get out there. We have tons and tons of free skating time. Of course, you can rent skates at the Civic Center. The best way to find out the calendar for the events at the ice skating rink is to check out the Lewistown Ice Skating Association or Lisa's Facebook page. With the warm weather, though, just kind of pay attention. That is subject to change. And other than that, we're gearing up for the new year. We will have lots of trainings and stuff. The first training we will have, we will be hosting a commission and management training and open house in place of the next committee of the whole. So we will be inviting the new commissioners as well as department heads to attend. It'll be really an informal gathering where we can visit and welcome the new commissioners. So again, 6 p.m. on the 15th in this room.
So that was again, you said December
15th, in place of the committee of the whole night. And that's really all I have.
Thank you. Okay, we'll move on to public comment. So we would love to hear public comment on any non-agenda items. And if you could please state your name and your address before making your comment, that would be appreciated for the record. So any public comment? So, yeah, name and address just for the record.
Samantha Houston, 109 Turquoise Drive, here in Lewistown. I had two things. One is a question. Does the city, in light of the Northern Lights that have very sweet, does the city have any type of plan or thing in place to reduce the amount of light that businesses are putting out? So such as like town hall. I live over near the high school, and I'm also on top of the hill, but I can see town pumps light all the way across the town. And so it's just, if we had anything in place, if there was something like that, it would be interesting.
I can briefly talk about that. Our attorney also did some research on lighting standards. So we do have regulations as far as lighting standards for signage and things like that. Street lights or parking lot lights, we really do not currently have regulations or a number. Tyler can talk to you because he did do a little research on that as to what's currently on the books.
Right, so currently we don't have any ordinances that would regulate personal residential property.
Yeah.
Or commercial for that matter.
Okay.
Basically, the way the city at the moment regulates things is just about street lamps and signs.
Okay.
So, an individual, how they do their property, that's up to them on if they.
That makes all the sense, but it's more like the end of the commercial, specifically, is more what I was asking about.
Right,
I
yeah,
don't know how things get brought up to change or anything, so I thought I'd start here.
you're in the right spot.
Cool.
And so you guys could pass a rule. You have the authority to regulate that through your design review process, subdivision regulations for new stuff, things like that. But right now it really talks about downward facing and things like that. It's really
did they do a BTU thing too? Like,
That's with signs.
Signs,
okay,
yeah.
the signs, because I know we had,
Intensity.
years ago, we had an issue with docks, the sign at docks. And that was one that we had to redo.
Commissioner Robertson has sat on the design review board for a long time and was party to a lot of conversations on intensity.
That's probably been like 5 or 6 years ago, because Dwayne Ferdinand was still here.
Dwayne was on his way out, and Kathy Barda, I think, did a lot of kind of implementing it and getting the light meter,
But that was for signs.
just science.
Is there anything that can be done about existing commercial lighting? Can we retroactively do anything over time to say that, you're creating too much light pollution for an area?
I think we'd have to review that. And,
Would you please review that? Absolutely, thank you.
and that's a good timed question, or well-timed question, because, we've had other questions from the community about the same thing.
Oh, okay.
So there are municipalities in the state that do regulate lighting, specifically Cal is one I found. So there are localities that they do it, but probably have to have some discussion on the ups and downs of that.
Thank you. Second thing is I was here a couple weeks ago, we were talking about the stone routes and doing maps and such. And the maps and the paper are a really, really difficult thing to read. I would have to literally have Google Maps open next to it and be like, that is that street. And so I'm wondering, I know there's talk about putting other maps out there, that does happen with other residences in general, so that they're aware, because the paper quality is rough.
So we do have some stuff on our Facebook page and on the website that might be of better quality, or stuff that you can zoom in. We have a large wall map that's in the city office, but we're continuing to create better maps that are easier to read too for the public. So each of those individuals on those tier 1 and tier 2 routes actually got a door hanger with a full-size color map on the back. And again, we've had lots of questions and inquiries on it as well. So, but not only a map, but the listed streets were included in the brochure.
Cool. I'm thinking not one of those residences, but I have a lot of friends that are, and I'm like, I can't share.
Yes.
So, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, any other public comment? So this would be public comment regarding anything that is not on the agenda. Public comment regarding things that are not on the agenda for the evening.
Tracy, did you want to give us a little update?
I don't want to give an update on the record.
So Tracy is with Northwest Grumman. She is here to just be a face and listen. If you have any questions, though, she's a great resource for.
Where is she from?
So, I live at 722 West Idaho, part-time in Lewistown, and I'm headquartered out of Great Falls, Montana, and I'm with Northrop Grumman. And originally, there was supposed to be a town hall from the Air Force this week on the Sentinel project.
Okay.
This week, but it was postponed because of scheduling conflicts after the shutdown. We'll reschedule maybe some warmer weather. They keep saying March, just because everything got so shifted as far as the Air Force schedule. So we're just trying to get those dates. But I'm here. I know there's new commissioners and folks in the community that wanted updates. So I just thought I would share my contact information with anybody. I love to have coffee and visit.
Maybe just stay through the meeting. Will you be here at the end?
Sometimes I dial in because I want to know what's going on. And when my street's gonna be plowed.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, any other public comment regarding a non-agenda item? Yeah, if you could just for your name and address for the record for the city.
My name is Wendy King, and I live at 612 Bach, but we have properties in town, rental properties. And I'm not sure if now is when I should ask questions or not. But I'm here about the parking with the snow issue.
So now
Is now a good time? to
Yeah,
talk?
now is a great time.
Okay.
This is your time.
Thank you, okay. I've got a couple of different apartment buildings on Spring Street. and everybody is, oh, and one on Montana, and everybody's super concerned about this. You know, we have 5, units in each apartment building, so there's at least a minimum of 5 cars that are used to street parking. They park not only on their side, but a couple of them will park across the street. They're concerned there won't be enough room to have everybody park in one spot. They're concerned they can't plug their cars in. There was some confusion about the way people were ticketed. My one building, everybody was ticketed, on an odd number day, where they were supposed to park on the odd number side of the street, was a warning ticket, okay? The ticket wasn't signed, and it was incorrect because they were actually parked where they were supposed to park. These people are, you know, some of them are near retirement age, some are handicapped. They need to have their cars plugged in, and they really feel that there must be maybe an adjustment that could be made. It's not that they don't want to cooperate. Okay.
What is the address on Spring Street of that?
1015 West Spring
Okay, thank you.
and 814 West Spring.
Well, 10 and 8, okay.
And I don't know if 521 West Spring is included
Do not
in
believe
that
it is.
zone. I don't think it is.
I don't,
And then, maybe 617 Montana. What's the Montana address? 415 Montana. Are those?
I can address
the
it.
10
Yep.
is,
So the one near 10th and Spring would be in a tier 2 route. And so that's the odds and evens, and we are aware, when the police department did go issue those warning tickets, they did get their days backwards. And so, again, this is an education for everybody, that's why it's warnings. And so what that will require for tier 2 is odds and even, from November 1st to May 1st, regardless of snow. And so that is how that will work. The one at 8th and Spring is not part of that, it stops at 10th Avenue. And then, the unit you have at 6th and Spring, 6th Avenue is also a snow route, but Spring Street is not. And then the one on Montana is not included.
Okay, Montana's not, they just told me they were. They got a ticket.
It may be 4th Avenue. Is it near the corner of 4th and Montana?
It's 7th, and it's on the corner.
Okay, so
of
7th Avenue is. So 7th Avenue would be, they'd have to park on Montana Street.
Okay.
And that is,
That's gonna be
a tier 2 as well. So definitely, if you want to stop over and visit, we can go through these on a case by case.
I'm really concerned about these cars that need to be plugged in order to start. I've got people that have diesel trucks, older model cars that have to be plugged in. Do you have a solution there?
I don't off the top of my head. Unfortunately, in order to get to the streets, those cars need to regularly move, so we can visit about that.
Okay, thank you.
Holly, just for clarification, so the warnings that are given, they're tracking a particular vehicle, and that's a first warning that they have, and the next would be more of a citation? Or no, will you do a certain amount of time frames with warnings?
We're
educational
still
purposes.
educating, so, we have not necessarily said how many warnings there's gonna be. I don't know that we know that. But we'll get the process down and make sure the information is correct and everyone understands it, before citations are issued.
So the warnings that were implemented where they were on the wrong side, where they actually had that confused, that's not really, the vehicles were doing the right thing, being on the correct side, so that's not really a warning
Yes.
for them?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd be
Yeah.
follow up to say, oops, we messed up, so we're not so confused.
Yeah, I'm not, I would have to see the tickets that were issued, but yes, we're aware of it.
Thank you. Okay, if there's no other public comment, we'll move on to the consent agenda. So any questions regarding the consent agenda for this evening?
I have one on page 58111. Can you share a brief story on what happened there?
So that's the sewer backup claim that we've got, where the sewer main was backing up into a residence.
Okay.
And so we did, there is a claim found with the insurance, but we did facilitate the quick removal
Got
of
it.
waste.
Thank you. That's all I have.
There's any other questions regarding the consent agenda? Do we have a motion?
I move to approve the consent agenda.
Okay, we have a first from Commissioner Terry and a second from Commissioner Speaka. All in favor, please raise your right hand. Okay. Moving on to the regular agenda, we have item number 1 is discussion and action on entering into a contract with Mosaic Architecture for a preliminary architectural report and facilities master plan and authorizing the city manager to sign the contract. City Manager Holly Phelps.
So in front of you, you have, the draft contract that's prepared by the Department of Commerce. For
Library of Congress. For the
library, I said that. And so this is for the CDBG project planning grant that the library received for the preliminary architectural report and, facilities master plan. And so they had several, firms that applied and did a scoring process where, Mosaic came out on top.
Any other questions regarding this preliminary architectural report?
They have several.
It's a contract.
Yeah, it's a contract for that.
Do they have, more people apply?
They had I think there was 4 or 5, 3 others, or
3 others.
I would move to approve entering into contract with Mosaic Architecture and authorizing the city manager to sign it.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion from Commissioner Robertson and a second from Commissioner Bueller. Any other questions regarding this contract? From the public or the commission? Okay, let's do a roll call vote.
Okay, we're making a motion to enter into a contract with Mosaic Architecture for preliminary architectural report and facilities master plan and authorizing the city manager to sign the contract. Commissioner Bueller. Aye. Commissioner Day.
Aye.
Commissioner Hewitt.
Aye.
Commissioner Rubes.
Aye.
Commissioner Robertson.
Aye.
Commissioner Speaka.
Aye.
Commissioner Terry.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Item number 2 is discussion and action on approving a grant agreement with the Montana Department of Transportation Aeronautics Division for the Lewistown Airport and authorizing the city manager to sign the grant agreement. City Manager Holly Phelps.
So in front of you, you have the grant agreement, that the airport received from the Board of Aeronautics. Again, this was, a grant application that they submitted last year, as part of their funding. I believe one of our commissioners that's on that board can speak more clearly and in detail as to what the grant would be used for, but it is on the projects we've heard a lot about.
I will defer to Tim.
This is a matching grant, requires local participation. This is a local participation portion, which is a grant from Department of Aeronautics. So they're giving that money through grant to us to use as matching dollars against a federal grant, and it's to rebuild a number of taxiways at the airport.
Pavement.
Pavement. And just for the record, I will be abstaining from this vote because I'm the chairman of this committee and for the state of Montana. Kind of my toes in too many things.
There's a lot of signatures that are required on.
Mine becomes one of them later on.
Well, I move we approve the grant agreement with Montana Department of Transportation and Aeronautics Division for Lewistown Airport and authorize the city manager to sign the grant agreement.
Second.
Oh, go ahead.
You can do it.
We have a motion from Commissioner Bueller and a second from Commissioner Reeves. And Commissioner Robertson will be abstaining from the vote. Is there any other questions or comments?
Are you abstaining or recusing?
I guess I'd be recusing myself technically.
Thank
Sorry. Thanks for the correction.
Just to confirm, like you said, this is kind of a pass-through as you need a local government.
Actually, we're co-owners, so
Okay.
we are 50% owners with the county. County has signed it. And the county attorney, and so Tyler and myself will be kind of the last of this, and then it goes back to the board.
There we go.
So to be clear, it's a grant with conditions that it has to be applied appropriately by the rules that are put in place. And this really spells out the rules we have to live up to as the recipient of the grant.
So public bidding, ADA,
Civil
all
rights,
that.
all that kind of stuff.
Okay, any other questions from the commission or the public?
When will it be paid?
It will be paid the summer of 2026. It's the last major asphalt upgrade component of many years of work.
Very exciting. Okay, we'll do a roll call vote.
Okay. We are approving a grant agreement with the MDT Transportation Aeronautics Division for the Lewistown Airport. Commissioner Bueller,
Aye.
Commissioner Day,
Aye.
Commissioner Hewitt,
Aye.
Commissioner Rubes,
Aye.
Commissioner Speaka,
Aye.
Commissioner Terry.
Aye.
Thank you.
All right, item number 3 is discussion and action on approving the 2026 gravel bid. City Manager Holly Phelps.
Yep, so included in your packet was the bid form from our annual, gravel bid process that we do. So we sent out a list of the most commonly used materials with approximate quantities, to the companies that sell it here locally. We do this to lock in a unit price. For this particular bid, we only pay based on the actual quantity we receive, but we are locking in those prices for the entire year.
And we only received one bid.
We received one.
Not atypical. There is only one gravel pit supplier of this type of material locally.
So Casino Creek is the only supplier?
Of this type of
Of
material.
this type of material on an as-called basis where you say, I want 2 tons of this, I guess.
I did not know that. All right, do we have a motion?
I'll move that we accept the bid from Casino Creek Concrete for the crushed gravel.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion from Commissioner Hewitt and a second from Commissioner Bueller. Any other questions or comments from the commission? Or the public?
Just to confirm, with these kinds of bids, you are comfortable with the number? We don't have to say up to a certain amount because there's no shipping.
It's a per unit cost.
Per unit cost, thank you.
Which means they can say, we just want to stop and get 8 tons of gravel today. And they just keep going.
All right, if there are no comments from the commission or the public, we'll do a roll call vote.
Who seconded that?
I did.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I was second guessing myself. Sorry, it's me. Okay, we are approving a 2026 gravel bid from Casino Creek Concrete. Commissioner Bueller,
Aye.
Commissioner Day,
Aye.
Commissioner Hewitt,
Aye.
Commissioner Rubes,
Aye.
Commissioner Robertson,
Aye.
Commissioner Speaka,
Aye.
Commissioner Terry.
Aye.
Okay, item number 4 is discussion and action on approving the 2026 snow hauling bids. City Manager Holly Phelps.
Again, this is an annual bid we do, pretty much this time of every year. This is a per hour price. It is equipment and operator. You can read the details. The typical schedule is in the overnight hours, for snow removal, but does include equipment such as a loader and road grader. This contract period is the upcoming calendar year, and we received just this one bid. It should be noted that those are the same prices we paid last year. And it does not mean that it's an exclusive bid, so we still have the opportunity to go out and solicit other contractors and negotiate pricing with those.
So what's the process of the need, like, when we need this? Are they like first in line to reach out for that?
Yep.
Because they have to be staffed, right?
Correct.
And if they're not for any reason, then you can reach out to your contractor?
Or if we need additional resources.
Or additional?
Yes.
Any other questions? Is there a motion?
Move to approve the bid for snow hauling from Griffith Contracting.
Okay, we have a motion from Commissioner Robertson and a second from Commissioner Hewitt. Any other questions regarding this bid from the commission or the public? Okay, we'll do a roll call vote.
Okay, we're approving a 2026 snow hauling bid from Griffith Construction. Commissioner Bueller.
Aye.
Commissioner Day.
Aye.
Commissioner Hewitt.
Aye.
Commissioner Rubes.
Aye.
Commissioner Robertson.
Aye.
Commissioner Speaka.
Aye.
Commissioner Terry.
Aye.
Okay, item number 5 is discussion and action on approving resolution 4214, a resolution adopting fees and charges for the Lewistown City Cemetery. City Manager Holly Phelps.
Yes, so included in the packet is the resolution that would update the burial fees and lot costs for the city cemetery for the year of 2026. Again, per our previous resolutions, those go up by the cost of the CPI, so the cost of inflation for the previous year. That amount is rounded to the nearest $5. The increase was 2.9%. And you'll see, the new prices are the ones not crossed out, and the previous pricing is the one that's crossed out.
So just a question on this. So the lot is one thing, plus the body burial, plus, like, these all add up.
Yes, and some people have lots, some people don't necessarily need lots.
So kind of like
Things
all
like
like
that. Absolutely, and just as a reminder, we do also do the full burial bodies at full body
But like they're all
burials.
separate, but you have to like add them all,
Yes.
like whatever your plan is, your cemetery plan.
And so we do also do it for Calvert, which is the Catholic
Calvary.
Same.
cemetery. Calvary.
She said Calvary, I was like,
Same prices apply there.
It's a little different, they have their own pricing schedule, because we do have to transport people and equipment a little more up there. And so we do this in advance, make sure we get it out to the local funeral homes and those that we often work with in advance of the new year.
Any other questions from the commission or the public? Do you have a motion? Wendy?
Approved resolution 4214, adopting fees and charges for the Lewistown City Cemetery.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion from Commissioner Speaka and a second from Commissioner Bueller. Okay, any other questions or comments regarding the motion or the issue from the commission or the public?
Just to confirm, this is like an increase we do yearly or every 2 years? I know you said that.
It's an annual thing that you guys can evaluate. I don't remember, did we not do an increase last year?
We have done an increase every year.
Does it cover the costs that we incur? Like, is it a good fee? Does it line up with?
Yes, there are some, with that rounding to the nearest $5, I don't know that we've ever increased the, shepherd's hook.
Yep.
Costs, things like that. So
Oh,
some
yeah.
of those may
It's
be,
gone up $5 in the last 3 or 4 years.
so those ones would be the ones that might be close. We typically wait till we have a handful of them, because we do have to rent a piece of equipment from the rental yard, but do all of the installations just a couple times a year.
Okay.
Who's the city cemetery?
Rick Miller?
Okay, if there's no other comments from the commission or the public, let's do a roll call vote.
Okay, we're approving resolution number 4214. Commissioner Bueller.
Aye.
Commissioner Day.
Aye.
Commissioner Hewitt.
Aye.
Commissioner Rubes.
Aye.
Commissioner Robertson.
Aye.
Commissioner Speaka.
Aye.
Commissioner Terry.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Item number 6, discussion and action on setting the regular commission meetings for 2026. City Manager Holly Phelps.
So included in the calendar, again, this calendar that we present tonight is really the same that we have done many other times. So our meeting dates are shown in yellow, being the first and third Mondays. If it happens to land on a holiday, the meeting would be moved to Tuesday. Of course, that happens a couple of times throughout the year, primarily January and February, you'll see those.
I move to approve the commissioner's calendar for 2026. Thank you.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion from Commissioner Terry and Commissioner Rubes, very ironic. I am wondering, is there any, in the past, we've talked about doing like a 5th Monday thing, or is that no longer an issue or no longer have we dropped that? or-
We can definitely do education. We can do a special meeting at any point. It doesn't have to be
Okay.
a scheduled thing.
So when I look at there being a 5th Monday, I shouldn't expect to have anything on my calendar for that.
No.
Just what's highlighted here in yellow, unless we
Visits about it.
determine and call for a meeting. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, any other questions from the commission or the public? Okay, let's do a roll call vote.
Okay, we're gonna approve the commission meetings for 2026. Commissioner Bueller.
Aye.
Commissioner Day.
Aye.
Commissioner Hewitt.
Aye.
Commissioner Rubes.
Aye.
Commissioner Robertson.
Aye.
Commissioner Speaka.
Aye.
Commissioner Terry.
Aye.
Thank you. Alrighty, citizen requests. Do we have any citizen requests? Okay, how about commissioners' minutes? We'll start with Commissioner Terry on this end this time.
We don't have any minutes. Good meeting earlier. I don't know. Good meeting earlier. Good meeting.
Commissioner Bueller?
I want to take a moment to apologize. I was not prepared with my library review, so I'm sorry for that. I also am going to make this question public. I've noticed the sign across from Subway that is very bright at night. Is that on city property, or is that not something that we get to?
It's on county property. Well,
So it's on private property
private
outside of the
property.
city limits.
My private property.
Yeah, it is, and you should turn the volume down. Yeah,
Brightness.
the brightness.
Oh, okay.
It will, we have that
That's all up
issue.
to the county.
Okay, I was just wondering.
It's the county's
Just wanted to say it out loud.
And I believe that the lighting is regulated by the state of Montana along state highways. It's very similar to what our regulations are, but outside of the jurisdiction, that's who it would differ to.
So who do you complain to?
The DOT, just across the way, right there is the local office, but right, very near the sign, so.
Thank you.
May I say that the airport, we have gone to some of the businesses because the brightness of the signs has interfered with flights. And we have requested that they turn them down, and they have. They've been very good, but I noticed that they're back up. It can happen again. Any other comments? Questions?
No, it has been a lovely long evening, and my brain is done.
Commissioner Speaka?
Nothing tonight.
Commissioner Roots?
Nothing tonight.
Commissioner Hewitt?
Well, I just miss everybody that's going to go away on the commission, and hopefully we have good commissioners.
Commissioner Robertson?
Two things real quick. I would like to throw it out there that, the idea of, if it hasn't been considered already, subscribing to satellite phone service as a backup for 911 and all city services, it's $1,000 a year, all in, we'd have backup. Wouldn't be down like we were. And then I'll just jump on the bandwagon and say, I believe that sign across from Subway is a hazard to safe traffic flow. As someone who's come down that street and been blasted as it changes from one to the other at night, I think it's a danger to traffic flow right there. Maybe we should see if we can do anything about that. I think if I did that as a public citizen, I might get written a ticket. And does the county have a sign permit from the state of Montana? You can't just park a sign there without a highway sign permit from the state of Montana. So I think we should do what we can to learn these things and then take it up with the county and see if they can find a better spot for the continually annoying beacon that they move around town.
I agree. I got outvoted by my wife.
Can they just not turn it down?
I remember when it was down at the credit union.
Yeah.
Like, you'd be at that stop sign and you were first stoplight.
That was a violation of city code, and they moved it because of that, because there was a
Oh my gosh.
complaint about that.
Because it is when it changes. Yep. You know, like.
Certain backgrounds that are very bright.
Like
We have a
blue
sign
one?
permit, and then they didn't have a sign permit for it when it was on city property, so they moved it onto a piece of county property. And I think they should fix that before somebody decides they need to annex that piece of property and fix it. That's been a pain in the rear end property for a lot of years, maybe it's time to annex it. I'll just stir the pot there, Holly.
You sure did.
All right, well, I will close with the same minute that I'm going to close with in our next meeting, just in saying just how much I appreciated Ron and Katie and Kellyanne just over these last few years. It's been amazing to serve. And I'm gonna get all emotional. I just, from each of you, I've learned so much. And you all have been amazing examples, and really, I hope that the public and the city knows how valuable you've been serving with us. So thank you. We love you guys. And
Yes.
don't
Don't be
right now. I'm
strangers, right?
emotional. It's my daughter left back to Hawaii today. I blame it on that. But no, I really, really feel passionately and strongly that our city and our city manager is better because of the service that you three have given us and teaching us how to vet situations out, and just the financials and the accountability and just all of the input. Kellyanne's been serving as a chair for a long time, and I just think that everything you guys have offered has just been an incredible asset for our community, and I hope that members of our community know that. And I wish you all the best as you move forward with all of the things that you have going on, and I'm excited about our new commissioners coming on, but, I just really wanted to take a moment to say that on behalf of all of us, because I know that the other commissioners feel the same way. So, thank you, and happy holidays to everyone, and hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. And we are I'm a record here. My record is 51 minutes. I now have a record of 47 minutes.
Nice.
This meeting is adjourned.
We got here at 3 o'clock.